What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Arcway, a new direction of modern man. My name is Tulu, and today's video we're going to be style breaking down Liam Payne. So this video is going to be interesting because this gentleman has phenomenal style, and I can't wait to show you guys 3 characteristics that you guys can apply into your style to improve it to the next level. Let's go. If you guys are new to this channel, make sure you guys subscribe first and foremost, and also give this video a big thumbs up so more people see it and helps the channel grow. So let's get into this video. So the first characteristic is focusing on casual style. I do believe if you are the type of person that likes to dress up a little bit more, but on the casual end, you can take a lot of reference points from what Liam wears and apply into your own style. So the first picture I have right here is Liam in a light blue pair of pants, black polo, and then he has like a suede bomber jacket. So this is actually a great look as a whole, especially when it comes into the casual settings, or if you're on the go and you want to look more professional. This is something that you guys can throw on and something that you guys can have more mobility in and not feel so restrained or restricted to a certain environment, for example. So I do suggest you guys look into suede jackets a lot more. Personally, from my experience, I thought they were underrated until I started trying them out for my friend, and then he really put me on to suede jackets. And honestly, guys, if you guys can get a genuine suede jacket or like a bomber, your life is going to change because it's different than an average bomber that you can get like at Jack and Jones, for example. But when you invest in something like suede, the whole game changes of how you dress. So this next casual look right here, he has like a nice white long sleeve, and then he has the open button showing a little bit of his chest. At the same time, he has a pendant underneath it, and then he has more or less like a free flowy casual pair of pants. So these pants are actually quite interesting because you kind of see this within the Japanese style, where it's kind of more focused on the flow and the quality. So this is something that's nice when you are on the go, when you are mobile, as you can see in this picture. This is something that's more relaxed, but at the same time he has like combat boots at the bottom, so that's pretty tight. I like this outfit as a whole, and it all makes sense for what it is. If you're looking to explore into more casual clothes, definitely look at the reference points I provided in this video below. So here's another example of Liam on the go. At the same time, suede jacket like I said before, and that's actually a nice suede white jacket. That's actually quite unique. I never experimented with white suede before, but that's something I'll definitely get into. Black t-shirt as a standard, and then he has the free flowy pants. These kind of look like more like PJs, and that's because that's the only setting you usually see them in. But even with this color tone and the way it looks, it can be worn on a day-to-day basis. And this is actually great because the way it kind of comes out the bottom, it looks like it's been tailored. So they are tailored fitted on him. This is a great look if you are going to be traveling a lot. You don't want to be restricted within your pants, and we all know how slim fit pants do feel. So even at the bottom of his shoes, a nice leather pair of shoes there too. So having something minimalistic like this, very simple, you can easily stand out, and at the same time you look fashionable on the go. You can start seeing a routine, you can start seeing a rhythm here when it comes down to his casual formal style. And this is something I always suggest you guys to do. Always invest into whatever your style is. If it's more formal casual, if it's more loungewear laid back, if it's more sport tech, if it's more formal business, if it's more, you know, neutral when it comes down to like color palettes, always invest into what you like the most and kind of like dive into that and look through these videos of my content, and you'll find certain people that kind of reference or like you can emulate off of. So here's another example of what he's wearing. These joggers are actually quite sick. They're kind of scruffed up at the bottom there. At the same time, it looks like he has some Reeboks, nice casual shoes, black t-shirt standard, and then you got the leather jacket to complement it, and then you got the baseball cap on top, matching a pair of pants. So this is very simple. You can actually just tell by the way he dresses. He likes to keep things simple and to the point, and it says a lot about how he dresses through the color tones and what he's wearing. So here's another casual streetwear look. This one's actually pretty sick. I like this a lot. You got the graphic tee. I think as you get older, not many people would wear graphic tees, but it comes with a certain confidence, and if you like the graphic a lot, I honestly suggest you guys to wear it. I like the old school t-shirts where it's like it says like Mike Tyson up on top of it, and it shows like 3 different elements of life stages he's in. So to me, those type of t-shirts are pretty sick. I like those old school t-shirts, but for Liam, he looks like a rock band. I can't tell what it is, but even those type of vintage tees like Nevada or, you know, the Rolling Stones are actually pretty tight. But he complements that with the bomber, and you can just tell by off the bomber, it matches with the pair of pants. He got the plaid going on at the bottom, really earth tone like, and even with the brown shoes. So you can see the rhythm, you can see the tonality with this. If you just look at the outfit and you just look at it like a color palette, you can see the greens, you can see the browns, you can see the whites and the beiges. So that's really important when it comes down to styling. You want to look at things where you can see the color palette formed. That's actually a great way to dress. If you're looking to actually dress a certain way, just look into color palettes and just go from there. Then here's a street casual look. This is something anyone can really mimic. Right here, he has a leather jacket. All right, so the next segment I want to get into about Liam is that he likes to wear suits a lot. At the same time, even casual suits. So this is a great blend for anyone out there that wants to get into more suits and doesn't know where to start. At the end of the day, use this as like a standard where you can reference off of what you like about it. At the same time, you can expand your own style. So the first thing I want to get into here is that he's wearing an all black. It looks like a navy suit, looks really put together. This is definitely when you go to like formal events, this is like what you would wear. This is a standard, and when you wear something like this, you do get a different respect level. So this also would be a great like representation of you, because when you go to these type of formal events, the people see you in a respectable light. At the same time, you know how to dress for your environment. Here's another look that I really like here as well. This is more of like a casual formal look. At the same time, he's doing an interview, and the way he complements this is with the street shoes, which is actually quite unique, and I think more people need to apply this. Not just white sneakers, but actually try to get into something a little more funky, kind of like New Balance, or maybe trying to get into a certain type of Nikes. I kind of just throw those on with a suit. It looks a lot more different and it looks more eye-catching than just a simple pair of like white Stan Smiths. So what he has right here is earth tone, and then he has a nice quality shirt underneath, and I'm sure that's a t-shirt because sometimes you need that mobility, and you can just tell by where his wrists are. There's no shirt involved there. So he has a nice cream shirt underneath, and then he has the earth tone, the greens, and he complements that with the shoes matching his shirt. And this is something I recommend you guys to apply into your own style. Also the watch. So here's another example of the same similar style. The only thing difference is the color tone and also the sneakers. So yet again, white t-shirt matching his white clean shoes, and then he has a nice beige violet tone color. So I recommend this if you guys are actually want to get into more color tones, and even for myself, this is something I can actually see myself in. Earth tones, but I think neutral tones at a simplistic level is something that I can get into, and many of you guys can get into yourself. So this is something that I can recommend you guys should try. Definitely experiment with this, and you guys will look stunning when it comes down to like spring and summer. Something like this will complement the season. The last segment I want to get into here about Liam is that he wears a lot of neutral tones and earth tone colors. So earth tone colors are everything in the sense of the blacks, the grays, the whites, the olives, the brown tones, and this is what Liam masters the most. So you can just see from what he's wearing, nice green olive pair of pants, black t-shirt, black shoes. And even if right here you can definitely see him wearing the exact same thing, but this is more of the navy. In this navy blue that he's wearing, you can just see that he's wearing the nice navy blue bomber, black t-shirt, pinstripe pair of pants, street sneakers again, like I mentioned before. And this is something that is a nice tonality, has a nice flow, and that's something that you guys can actually apply into your own style. Within that combination of being neutral tones and having earth tones, even having something with a little more design is something that you guys can actually apply into your own style. So don't be afraid to experiment with designs a lot. I know Harry Styles, I did a video on him. He does apply a lot of design into it, but even on a minimalistic level, you can apply something that is fashionable at the same time stands out at a minimalistic level. So something like this, what Liam's wearing, a nice art piece with crazy designs, keep it simple at the bottom is enough. And here's another reference point of just that. Earth tones at the same time, but has a nice design that's eye-catching. At the same time, he made it his own style, rolled up the sleeves, open up the collar, put a pendant underneath, threw on some turtle frame glasses. This is what I mean when I talk about having something that's simplistic, but at the same time fashionable with style. So yet again, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me breaking down Liam Payne's style. If you guys enjoyed this video, just let me know in the comment section down below. Subscribe down to the channel, hit the thumbs up on this video. That's very important. If you guys want to see more content, just let me know. And also, not only that, it will help the channel grow. And I'll see you guys in the next video. My name is Chalu, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.